Hello there, this is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a witch and a tarot card reader, and this is an unboxing of the Goddess Provisions January 2022 box. The theme this month is Sacred Cycles, and this box is still available. You can find my link down below if you would like to purchase this box. It's important for me to let you know this was sent to me free of charge, but all of the opinions here are my own. This box is roughly $33, and I see it as a spiritual self-care kit that arrives every month. So let's get started and take a look at what's inside. First thing I see on the top here is this Reverse Karma Dragon's Blood incense, which I'm super excited about. I love dragon's blood. So let's take a look. So one thing I really enjoy about Goddess Provisions is that they usually have eco-friendly packaging, which I appreciate. The box is cardboard. This is a manila envelope. I went ahead and I lit one of the incense cones. There we go, that's better. It needed a little more of a light. So I do smell the dragon's blood, but mostly I get kind of a soapy undertone here to the incense. Still smells good, I would say, but there's probably something showing up here with the incense. I don't know, there's maybe another fragrance oil that's used or something. So I don't like it as much as I do regular dragon's blood, but it's not bad. All right, let's take a look at the next item. So next we have a Sacred Cycles crystal set, and I love the little burlap bag that it's in. So there's a set of obsidian, clear quartz, carnelian, and rose quartz to help you harmonize with the cycles of life. So rose quartz is very loving, very self-love, healing kind of energy. It's one of those stones that I would say everyone needs to have. Actually, as I'm talking about these, let's pull them out. Okay, so there is a little guidebook with them, which I appreciate. The pink one is rose quartz. Again, very healing, very loving energy, self-love, beauty, self-care. It's one of those crystals I would recommend that everyone have. Clear quartz is another one. That's the translucent one in the back. Clear quartz is very high vibration. It's amplifying, it's crown chakra. It's a kind of a workhorse crystal, which I would recommend that everyone have. As you can see in the bowl behind, I have a bunch of crystals. That's my jam. We have carnelian as well, the red one. Now, this one is really good for activation energy. I keep carnelian near me. In fact, you can see that sphere that I have over there is carnelian. I keep it with me whenever I'm trying to work on something. It's activating, it's fire energy, it's passion, excitement, creativity. So it's one of those stones that kind of, pushes you along, like lights a fire under your behind. And we have obsidian right in the middle, that black stone. So I would call all of these very helpful, very useful crystals. Obsidian is protective. It's good to keep by your door. It's good to keep in your car. It's good to keep in your purse. I find it good for kind of keeping away like negative thoughts or negative energy. It's good for kind of cleansing things out. So obsidian is a personal favorite of mine as well. I also like tourmaline, which does the same thing. But all of these are useful crystals. I like that they come in a little package like this. So tumbled crystals in general are kind of good for magic on the go. That's what I would use them for. My preference is larger crystals for something that I'm looking to like meditate with or to use in a ritual. But these are good for your car. They're good for your purse. If you have like a magic to-go altar that you take with you, these would be perfect for that. I think you would cover all your bases with it. can slip them into your bra. I do that sometimes too. One of my daily rituals that I do is to pick a crystal friend for the day. And it just depends on what I need. You know, rose quartz is a favorite of mine, particularly if you're having a tough time. That can be a good one to sleep with. I put it in my pillow. I have a big chunk of it on the nightstand. It's a very comforting kind of an energy, and it's all over where my beauty products are. All right, that's the crystals. Let's take a look at the next item. Okay, we have a new moon balm here. Let me look at the paper. Wild Rose Herbs New Moon Balm. It's about changes. New moons for me are about setting intentions. New moons are, you work with the energies of the season. So we have a new moon in Aquarius coming up next. So I would use that balm on that day. I write down my intentions. I use crystals. Labradorite is perfect for the new moon. But another good one would be that obsidian, the clear quartz, and probably even the carnelian. I think of Aquarius energy as being an individual, being a humanitarian. So I might set some intentions about embracing my individuality, like, you know, letting your freak flag fly, right? Like being as weird as you are, actually, being a radically yourself. Those are the kind of intentions I would set at the new moon in Aquarius. We just had a new moon in Capricorn, and I set intentions for success. Capricorn is all about that climb to the top of the hill, if you think about the goat, which is Capricorn energy. All right, so like in the new moon balm, I'm not going to open it because, well, things tend to go bad when you open it. I'm going to open it at the new moon on Aquarius. Ooh, and from the New Moon Tea Company, we have a root support tea. It's an herbal tea blend to help you connect with your root chakra. The root chakra is about your security, about your safety. And in it, there is tulsi, nettle, rosemary, love rosemary, dandelion, lemon peel, lemongrass. That would probably taste very good. I do a lot of rituals with tea or with coffee. You can stir something and set your intentions into it. This would be for safety and security and stability, particularly if you were going to do that new moon and Aquarius ritual, the security that comes with being yourself, right? Having that courage to actually be who you are. That root chakra tea would be really kind of helpful for that. And you just simply stir it clockwise and think about your intention, and then you drink the tea. You may want to even put a crystal in it. Do one that is not poisonous. So do your research there and do one that resonates with those intentions. So I would use a root chakra crystal. That would be something like smoky quartz. All right, let's go into the next item. Ooh, and we have a spell candle here. Sacred Cycles candle set. A shimmering candle to help honor your inner cycles and seasons. Includes a moon phase candle holder. Ooh, I'm here for that. To support the candle during your ritual. So let's open it up and take a look. Okay, whoops. There we go. So I love the little candle holder. It's perfect to hold a chime size candle, which all of those are. I noticed that they also have like this little lip at the bottom, which is going to make them easier to stand up. So we have a white one, an orange, like a berry color, and a pink. So the white, you can't see them, but they all have this slight shimmer to them. So they're very beautiful. I intend to use that white one at the full moon. In general, I tend to use black candles for the new moon and white candles for the full moon. But you can also align the candle color with your intention. And that orange candle would be perfect for success. So I might save that for the new moon in Capricorn next year. The pink is self-love and self-care, and that may be a good intention for the new moon in Aquarius, particularly if you've been kind of down on yourself, if you haven't been accepting all aspects of yourself. And both of the pink candles, particularly more the pink one with a little bit of red in it, the berry colored one, would be good for a love spell. If you would like to set intentions to meet someone or something like that. But you could also use it for self-care. So very happy with these. I intend to use them. And that little candle holder is going to come in handy since it fits chime candles in. That's what I usually use for the new moon and for the full moon. All right. Yeah, this is kind of like a little moon kit for the entire year. All right. And we have the Sacred Cycles Oracle Kit. Now, on the new moon and the full moon, I do a lot of card readings for myself. It's good about setting your intentions and then kind of seeing what comes out for you. The full moon is a good time to do manifestation work or spell work. I also do release work at the full moon. And that can kind of give you a little boost energy-wise to do some tarot card readings, maybe see how your work went, maybe to get some insights, particularly on the full moon here. I want to point out that all those candles are supposed to be aligned with your menstrual cycles if you happen to be female, but you don't have to use them in that way, and that's not how I'm going to use them. All right, let's take a look at the Sacred Cycles Oracle. So we have an interesting mix here in this particular oracle deck. It looks like we have some seasons, which if you think about sacred cycles, the seasons are a cycle, like fall. We've got sun, which there are some tarot cards in the mix. The sun and the Empress card, but I'll have to see if they match the meanings that show up in tarot, as well as the moon phases. So we have waxing crescent moon here. Yeah, all right, let's go ahead and pull a card here. I'm going to shuffle these really well and see what comes out. I intend this to be a reading for the collective, whoever is watching this. I like the terracotta color of these. They're very warm, very beautiful. They kind of remind me a little bit of like summery energy. That's the kind of vibe they're giving me, at least. Oh, let's do a shuffle. So basically this feels like a new moon and a full moon kit to me. If you're looking to get into new moon and full moon rituals, which I highly recommend. They are an excellent form of self-care. I started doing them pretty seriously like 3 or 4 years ago, but I'd done them sporadically for years ahead of that. But I don't miss any now. Oh, okay. So what came out for us is Wild One and Orgasm. Okay, I'll take it. So, all right. Okay, so there are cards in here for like fallopian tubes in the vaginal canal. So it's very like feminine energy, which again, perfect for the moon. Since the moon is female, it has feminine energy in it. So, orgasm, my pleasure opens portals. Energy builds, drawing in creative life force to a center point. You're being called to open up to your ecstasy and full-bodied joy. And for me, that goes right along with this Wild One card here. So there's find your pleasure here. Do something pleasurable for yourself. And let's see what Wild One is. So I'm liking the vibe already here. In a world that encourages sameness for safety, at the expense of individuality. So this is your new moon in Aquarius vibe showing up here. This is your sacred call to cast aside that narrative. Do for the sake of your soul's path. Be yourself. Freedom found in being forthright with declaring who you are in the highest expression of yourself. So I like that too. This may be a kind of a helpful deck, especially if you're not into tarot readings or tarot cards. Oracle decks are a good way to kind of slowly expose yourself to that, and maybe a less creepy way to say that. But I'm going to put everything together and we'll talk about this at the end. So here's everything that came in the box. It was, again, roughly $30. It's like 33 bucks, including the shipping. I would say alone that the Oracle deck is probably worth about $25. That's what you can get an Oracle deck or a tarot card deck for. My favorite item is, in fact, the Oracle deck. I can't wait to work with all that feminine energy. I think it's going to be perfect for the moon. I think maybe my least favorite is the incense cones. They aren't doing much for me. But everything else here is pretty much a new moon or a full moon kit. All right. Thank you so much for watching. You can find my link down below if you would like to pick this up. It's still available. And blessed be.